The Union really needs a facelift, first of all. From far away, it's like very beautiful, very historic. When you say the Union, what do people think? They think, like, this is the most historic building on campus, this is the face of the university. However,
just business-like, a lot of, you know, not much student practicality right now, I'd say.
Right now, it's more of an office building, per se. The third and fourth floors are really all just divided into small little rooms that students don't really have access to. And it's just like not a very welcoming place. So
I stop in the basement to get fast food on the way through, but that's about it.
Sometimes I go to UMix on Friday nights, hang out with my friends there.
In the past we had the student activities building that's kind of been converted into more like office space. The Union in the past was really for student activity, but it has also like slowly been converted to office space. And so now a lot of students feel as if we don't really have a place on campus anymore to meet.
You know, I wish I came here more. It's kind of like a central part of campus, and it's, you know, it's a really cool building. It's just, it doesn't really fit my needs right now, especially, I think I'd have more incentive to come here if it was a nicer building and it was more inviting. I use the rec centers a lot, so I'm really active physically and I work out pretty much every day.
The rooms are not very big and it's really crowded in there.
It's useful, but there's nothing like drawing me to it except for the need to work out, you know.
It's not as welcoming as it could be. It's kind of like it's rebuilding, not too exciting.
I feel like all the rooms are just kind of crammed, like just random places where they could find space to put in these random machines. They just cram them all in there, and there should be like real rooms for different strength training.
There's a lot of small hallways, and you might get lost in what floor you're on, and there's no like open, welcome feel to either building.
The rec centers need to be torn down. It's not good at all. It's just so cramped and so small, and there's no light, and it's just bad. It's unsalvageable.
There's hardly any airflow at all, so if you use it in like the later spring and into the summer, it's so hot in there that people really don't want to go.
No windows either. It's very sad, especially in the winter when you might want to see pretty snow or not.
And it's just like not a really like energizing place to be whenever you're trying to work out. It's very like brown and dark, and like some of the lights like are flickering, and you're just like, what's going on in here?
It's really crowded most of the time. A lot of the equipment and rooms are outdated, so I've really had a better experience going to outside gyms.
I'd like to see it very open.
More places for people to hang out, you know.
Like integration of the different floors. Kind of as you start at the bottom, it's like fairly busy, and then as you go further up and up, there's less people, less like involvement with students, less engagement. And what we really need to do is really take use of all of the floors.
I don't know, just make it more open, and like kind of like so people can see what's going on. Because I had no idea what was off of the basement of the first floor.
The Union should be a central hub on campus for students, for like student orgs, for innovative ideas, transformative like thought processes, just like where the leaders and best are really formed.
I think they could really be brought up to date. I know I've traveled to some other universities and colleges around the state, specifically Saginaw Valley State University and then University of Toledo in Ohio, and both of them had amazing recreation centers. They're way more brought up to date than ours, especially the CCRB. It's kind of dimly lit, low ceilings, the equipment's pretty old, the locker rooms they're really outdated. There's like carpeted benches and things.
And dark. All these buildings are kind of dark. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to like let some more windows, kind of let some more natural light in, and be a lot better.
I don't like how it is like you feel like you're in the 80s walking through a high school hallway when you're working out there. Okay. The gym's nice and open, and there's a track around it, but it's just kind of in sections. I'd like to see it more open, more modern.
I think that everything's really far apart. Like if you want to go running, you have to go all the way like up, or if you want to like weightlift. There's like 2 floors where there's different like rooms, and I think just like the rooms need to be bigger, and that, I don't know. I went to OSU last weekend, and their campus was, or their athletic recreational center was really nice. They had like all the space, they had cafes in there, and just, it was huge and had a lot of machines and weights, free weights and everything, and compared to ours it was just way better.
Since the rec center is getting pretty old, maybe demolish it, maybe rebuild it. I know that might be a little expensive, but I think it'd be a good asset to have. Just a nice place to work out, hang out with people, and have fun.
If they're doing that to our athletic facilities, why can't they do that for just the general student population as well?
Yeah.
If it really brought up to date, like a Michigan standard, to really be the best in the state, I think there'd be a lot of changes going on.
I don't know, hypocritical to say we're leaders in the best when you compare our rec facilities to some of the other campuses around the country. And I'd really like to see some major improvements, especially, like I said, CCRB. I think you should just tear it down and rebuild it, because it's so, considering the number of students that go there, it's always crowded, it's always packed. I can never find a machine that I want to go on, or I have to stand around waiting a lot of time.
More welcoming, happy feeling than kind of like entrapped in like a closet or something. I would probably enjoy my experience there more, yeah.
I'd say it'd be in the best interest to get a new one. There's that land there and everything, and can compare it. I've seen Ohio State's rec center and everything, and that's a big draw there. And that, we're competing against other Big Ten schools and everything for enrollments. And you want to see like a place that really would draw kids to want to go there, want to work out. And it could increase like the overall health of the university and everything. And if a brand new one was put up there, just like this big, impressive thing on the hill, it'd be great for the university. A great look.